Singapore will take on Vietnam in the men's semi-final match after emerging second in the group. Against the powerhouses, the Republic put up a stern fight as first single Sean Lee squared off against Vietnam's Dao Doi Hong. The first set was a close affair as Lee, despite trailing, forced his opponents into numerous unforced errors. However, it proved to be too much for Lee as his more established counterpart quickly found his rhythm and began dictating the pace. With his powerful strokes and attacking play, he wrapped up the game 12-10, 11-6, 11-1. In the second set, Deng Yaoliang would take on Nguyen An Tu. Deng quickly put on the pressure on his opponent, forcing him to make unforced errors due to his defensive display. He clinched a tight first set 12-10. The second set saw Nguyen come back into the match as he began to turn the screws on the game. Racing to an early lead, he closed out the set 11-8. The third set proved to be an extremely tight affair as both players were fighting hard to seize the advantage. It would be the Vietnamese, however, who would hold his nerve to clinch it 13-11. The fourth set saw a reinvigorated Deng come out fighting as his offensive game found a new gear. With numerous accurate forehands, he forced his opponent to errors and clinched the set 11-8. Deciding rubber would see the Vietnamese find a new gear as he raced into an early lead. Making almost no unforced errors, he completed a memorable victory as he dispatched Singapore's Deng 11-8 in the final set. The doubles match proved to be one of the highlights of the day, as Singapore's pairing of Deng and Lee started the match with all guns blazing. At 9-all, the nerves held as the Vietnamese pair committed a series of unforced errors. The second set was in full control by the Vietnamese as they raced to an early 5-3 lead and later 9-6 as they looked to level the scores. However, a spirited display by the Singaporeans saw them claw their way back into the set, with the Vietnamese again buckling under the pressure to relinquish the set 13-11. The Singaporeans were visibly tiring and the Vietnamese were beginning to find a new gear in their game. They quickly erased the 2 sets to love lead as their offensive dominance proved to be too much for the tiring Singaporeans. Eventually, they clinched the 5th set and a place in the finals for their country.
Actually, compared to 2 years ago in Laos, right, I think the team overall they performed better because last time it was really quite there was really not much fight put up against Vietnam because overall only one game was secured against them. So it's like we lost 3-0, 3-0 and they won. So I think overall today we put up a better fight and there was some, we even managed to hit some critical points, give them some kind of pressure and they were quite unstable towards the end. But I think overall they still managed to adapt pretty quickly. So that was why we couldn't actually get the last game for both the second men's singles and the men doubles as well.
Over to athletics, and in the women's discus, Singapore's Hannah Lee threw a distance of 42.59 meters to earn a bronze medal, narrowly losing out to a Malaysian counterpart.
I think that's not bad actually. A bit rough at the beginning because it's my first competition after my previous competition season, so it's been about 3 months since I last competed. So today, yeah, even though it was a rough start, I came back quite well and I think I performed reasonably well. Yeah, I was hoping to throw about 43, 44, but 42.59 is not too bad because it's better than my training distance. So yeah.
So what's next?
Definitely SEA Games next year is the big target. Before that, I'm going to try and go for as many competitions as I can.
Do you know any of the competitors here?
Yeah, I know all of them. Yeah, I've been
So
competing with them this year, throughout the year.
So we'll be seeing them again next year in the SEA
Yeah,
Games.
I'll be seeing them next year in the SEA Games.
Looking forward to competing against them again.
Absolutely.
You feel you can do better next year?
Yeah, definitely. 6 months SEA Games, I'm gonna give it all I've got.
In the men's 100-meter sprint event, Kelvin Kang ran a timing of 10:61, narrowly missing out on bronze as his Indonesian counterpart edged him by 0.01 seconds at 10:60.
I think for the 100 meter, in every race, even no matter what lane you are, you can't really see who's beside you because such a tight race. So for me, I was put to the far lane 8 and I only could see the lane 7 guy. So I guess my race was pretty good. I was catching up to the last part. Yeah, but I think eventually I did give my best. But I think I finished 4th. Just lost, missing out bronze by 0.01 seconds. But it's my first so-called individual event out of the pre-season training. And so far the past month I've been training on my own actually. So I guess the results is quite good today. I think it's a good gauge because now 6 months before that you can see what our counterparts are doing and they are really getting faster as well. So I think for us we also have to focus on our individual build-up. Definitely the relay is something that we want to go and do well. But if the individual we can really squeeze to get it better and even better personal timings, I think that's important as well.